Hi, welcome to your hockey yoga practice today. Today we're going to focus on your hips. So you're going to start off in a comfortable cross-legged position. So maybe have a strap handy if you need it. Actually, I'm not sure if we're going to use it for this practice, but have a towel or a blanket handy just to prop yourself up, even for this pose, to lift your hips up a little bit. So, because we're going to fold forward. I'm going to have Kevin start off with that. You're going to bring the towel or a blanket just underneath your sitting bones so that your pelvis is rocking a little bit forward. Take your feet a little bit wider. Perfect. And then from there, you're just going to walk your hands forward. Coming towards like a forward fold in a comfortable cross-seated position. I'm just going to move that for me. Is going to start off just taking a couple nice deep breaths in here. Relax your shoulders, relax your traps. And then sway a little side to side, right to left. Just warming up. And then walk your hands all the way over to the right. Take some nice deep breaths in there. You'll be getting a stretch on the back of your left hip. And then slowly walk your hands back through center and over to the opposite side. Take a couple nice deep breaths in here. Inhale, and then exhale, come back to center. Walk your hands all the way back up. You can just keep that prop right there if you have it. You're gonna bring your right hand behind your back. Left one's gonna come across your knee. You're gonna sit up nice and tall, lengthening up through your spine. And then twist from your lower, middle, and then upper rib cage. Maybe glancing over to the right corner, over your right shoulder. Don't over twist through your neck. So keep it nice and even. Take another breath in, and then exhale, release, and come back to center. Left hand will come behind your back. Right arm's gonna reach across your knee. Again, lengthen up nice and tall. Take a breath in, and then exhale, you're gonna twist lower, middle, upper. Take one more nice deep breath in here, and then exhale, slowly come back to center. We're just gonna switch the crossing of your legs. So it's gonna be your non-dominant way that you cross. And then same thing, yeah, you can tuck them a little bit. And then, once again, either propped up or sitting on the ground, you're trying to bring these hip points forward. And then you're gonna lengthen your arms out. So this time, maybe walk those arms out a little bit further. And then once you've done that, try to relax your traps. Take a couple nice deep breaths in. Allowing yourself to soften and kind of absorb. And then this time maybe walking your hands over to the left first. Reaching out to that right side. Taking a breath in. Exhaling, walking your hands back through center all the way over to the opposite side. Taking a couple breaths here. Slowly coming back to center, walking your hands all the way back. Inhale those shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, release them down. We're gonna start off again. Left hand is gonna come back. Right hand is gonna come across. Sitting up nice and tall, adding that little twist. Inhale, exhale, release. Right hand behind your back, left one across, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, release. Rotate forward. Crawl onto your hands and your knees. You're gonna make your way up into a down dog. If your shoulder's a little tight, go ahead and rotate your hands out a little bit. If not, just making sure that the front edges of your hands, your wrist creases are even with the front edge of your mat. And then just lengthen out a little bit. So you can walk out your legs, And then just bring your toes into touch. And then you're going to take your knees wide, the outer edges of your mat, and sink back towards a child's pose. So in this child's pose, I want you to push your hips back towards your heels, lengthen. Take a nice deep breath in, just relaxing your forehead. Inhale, and then exhale, releasing, walking up, bringing your knees back to hip distance apart. You're gonna stand up on your knees. Hands are gonna come onto your lower back. You're gonna roll your shoulder blades back. You're gonna think about like opening up those hip flexors, glancing up at the ceiling. Taking a nice deep breath in here, and then exhale, releasing, coming back down onto your hands and your knees. Bring your big toes back together to touch. Lift back up into down dog. So this should be a little bit of a shorter stance. So maybe take a little bit of a shorter stance because I want you to try to ground this left foot down into the ground as much as you can. Then your right leg's gonna reach up towards the ceiling. You're gonna stack those hips. And then we're gonna lift this right leg up nice and high. So you're gonna keep that leg nice and straight for a moment. And just lift it up nice and high. Flex your right foot. And then slowly bend that heel towards your butt. So you're gonna engage your hamstrings. You're gonna open up. Take another nice deep breath in here. And then step that right foot forward between your hands. You're gonna bring that left knee down. So you might need to adjust a little bit. Make sure that this ankle is directly underneath this knee. And then we're gonna inhale those arms up. Take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, those hands are gonna come down. We're gonna tuck this back foot under. You're gonna step back into that down dog. Big toes are gonna come together to touch. Ground down through your hands. So maybe shorten your stance a little bit. So right leg is gonna come down a little more into the mat. If your heel's still lifted, like that's totally fine. Then you're gonna lift this left leg up towards the ceiling. Press your hands. Both of your arms are nice and even, both strong. Reach that left leg up as high as you can. Take a nice deep breath in here and then squeeze that heel towards your butt. Take a couple nice deep breaths in. Inhale and then exhale, release that left foot forward between your hands. You're gonna bring that right knee down. Once you bring this right knee down, again, for some of you that are really tight, you're gonna need to adjust this a little bit. You're gonna allow your hips to sink, arms gonna come to your sides, reach all the way up. Take another nice deep breath in here, and then exhale, just releasing. Bring this left foot back to meet your right. We're just gonna swing both legs over to the side. You're gonna sit back onto your butt. We're gonna bring those legs around in front. Now we're gonna cross this right leg over top of your left. You're gonna hug that knee in towards your chest. Right hand is gonna come behind your back. You're gonna lift up. This is gonna start giving you a little bit of an IT glute stretch. Glance behind your right shoulder. Take a nice deep breath in here, and then exhale, release. Right leg is gonna come out nice and long. Left one's gonna come over top. Hug that knee in towards your chest, left hand behind your back. Lift up nice and tall. Rotate over top of your left shoulder. Take one more nice deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly rotating back. You're just gonna make your way onto your backs onto the mat. Lying down onto your back. We're just going to start off by just interlacing your hands behind your hamstring and then bringing that left leg up towards the ceiling, or right leg up towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders for a moment. Just giving yourself a little bit more of a hamstring stretch, but just briefly. And then take that right ankle on top of your left knee. So keeping that right foot flexed, heel of your foot in line with the outside edge of your left knee, then interlace your hands behind that left hamstring. So you can lift up to grab it, and then try to allow your shoulders to come down to the mat. Try to let your neck relax, let your shoulders relax. And then hugging that knee in towards your chest. You're gonna hold this for like 5 to 10 breaths. Again, anytime in any of these videos, if you wanna like pause and hold a pose for a little longer, feel free to do that. Take one more nice deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly release that leg. You're just bring that right leg down, left leg is gonna come up. Sorry, left leg, you're gonna interlace your hands behind that left hamstring first. Yeah, maybe you're gonna switch the gripping of your fingers. Once again, relax your shoulders. Just breathe into that hamstring for a couple breaths. And then bringing that left ankle on top of your right knee. Again, lining up the side of the edge of your foot, the bottom of your foot with the edge of your right thigh, interlacing your hands behind that right hamstring. You can lift up to grab and then try to allow your shoulders to reach back. I'm just gonna show you a variation. If you're really tight and you can't reach all the way back, you can even bring that towel or a blanket underneath your head if that is too difficult to allow yourself to come all the way down. Take one more nice deep breath in here. And then exhale, release, just bring that right foot down, your left foot down, walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat, take your arms out like a T, windshield wiper your knees a couple times right and left. And then walking your feet back to hip distance apart. Close your sitting bones, a couple inches away from your sitting bones. Arms are gonna come down along by your sides. We're gonna do bridge pose. So you're gonna draw your shoulder blades down. Actually, I'm gonna have you bring your elbows to your sides and then lift your arms, your hands up towards the ceiling. By doing this, you'll be able to ground through your shoulders. You're gonna pull your belly button in and then lift your hips up. Again, focusing on hips, but we're gonna focus on hip flexors, side of hips, and glutes. Take a couple nice deep breaths in here. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly rolling down to release. We're gonna take that left ankle back onto your right knee. So with that lined up with the outer edge of your mat, you're gonna take your left arm out to the side. And then we're gonna take your right hand, you're gonna hold on the top of your left foot. You're gonna lift this knee off of, this foot off of the mat. You're gonna roll over onto your right side, holding on to that foot or that ankle. As you do that, now using your own muscular strength, you're gonna push this knee towards the front of the room. So basically just working on opening up this way. So we're really gonna push this using your own muscular strength to give you that stretch. Take another nice deep breath in. And then slowly coming all the way up, you're just going to release and switch sides. So bring that right ankle, line it up the same way you did before. Left hand will come onto that top of that foot or your ankle, right arm out to the side. Roll over onto your left side, and then push that knee towards the front of the room. Take a couple nice deep breaths in here. So you can look up towards the ceiling or look towards your right hand. Inhale, and then exhale, release. Rehug your knees in towards your chest. You're gonna roll back, roll up. Maybe cross your legs. You can see for fun if you can come onto your hands and then maybe jump back to a plank. Push yourself back into down dog. All right, take another couple nice deep breaths in here. And then slowly just walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees, roll all the way up. So we're just incorporating a little bit of balance in here. You're gonna bring your hands to a prayer position in front of your chest. You're gonna keep that weight into your right side. You're gonna bring your left foot onto your right calf. You're gonna lengthen up. Try to stay nice and tall right through the crown of your head. Take a breath in. Exhale, release that left foot down. Step into that left foot, bring that right foot onto your calf. Take a couple nice deep breaths in here. Pulling your belly button in, lengthening up through the crown of your head, relaxing your traps. And even falling out of it. Take another nice deep breath in, and then exhale, release. Just inhale those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands forward. And then take your left foot forward between your hands. Right knee's gonna come down again. Arms are gonna lift up. So we're gonna take this right elbow and you're gonna cross it over top of your left knee. You're gonna lengthen up through your spine, drawing that left shoulder away from your ear. Take a nice deep breath in here. Inhale, and then exhale, release those hands down. We're gonna tuck that back foot under. You're gonna come into a runner's lunge, glancing up with your face. Taking a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, rotating that right foot to the side. You're gonna lift up to standing. So you're gonna come right into warrior two pose. So have a glance, you should be able to see your big toe, knee should be stacked directly over top of that heel. Trap should be released. Think about lengthening into your back arm as much as your front. So your weight's even on both your legs. Shorten your stance just a little bit and bring your back toes in a little bit towards me. Perfect. Take another nice deep breath in here. And then exhaling, you're gonna bring that elbow onto your knee. Right arm is gonna reach towards the front of the room. Maybe, depending on your flexibility, you can slide this hand down towards the floor. And if you do that, then bring this arm up towards the ceiling. Just getting a little deeper into those hips. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, rotate back around. Bring this right knee down again. And then from here, you're just gonna round back and you're gonna push your hips back. So you're gonna tuck your chin towards your chest, just rounding. You're gonna breathe into that back leg, that back glute. Take one more nice deep breath in here, and then exhale, release. Just bring that left hand back around, step back into down dog. Take two nice deep breaths in here. And then right foot forward between your hands, left knee down. Hips are gonna sink, arms are gonna reach up. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, cross that left elbow across your right knee. Roll that right shoulder back and away from your ear. Allow your hips to sink, but still pull your belly button in. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, hands are gonna come down. You're gonna tuck that back toe under. You're gonna rotate around right into warrior two. Again, think about reaching evenly between both of your legs, pushing that left thigh back towards the back edge of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, right elbow's gonna come onto that right knee. Now we need you to widen your stance just a little bit. So you're gonna make sure that ankle stays directly underneath that knee. Perfect. Left arm is gonna reach up and towards the front of the room. Take a nice deep breath in. Again, if it's accessible, if you did it on the other side, you're gonna slide that right arm down towards the floor. You can stay on those fingertips. Left arm straight up towards the ceiling. You can glance at your thumb, making sure that arm's straight. Take another nice deep breath in. Exhale, rotating all the way back around. And then bringing that left knee down. And then you're gonna bring this right hand to the inside. You're gonna round back, pushing those hips towards the back of the room. Breathing into that right glute and hamstring. Take another nice deep breath in here. And then exhaling, lifting back up, step back into down dog. So once again, you can walk out those legs a little bit, move those hips a little bit. This helps kind of loosen things up. Almost like a little bit of recovery in your yoga. Take another nice deep breath in, and then take a nice big step forward with your left foot. You're gonna do the same setup. So you're gonna rotate that foot to the side. You're gonna lengthen up. You're gonna bring those back toes in a little bit, but this time we're gonna keep this front leg straight. So I want you to push down through your big toe mound and kind of lift this kneecap up. So you're engaging that quad. So don't lock your knee like you're pushing your knee back, but you're gonna keep it nice and strong and straight. And then you're gonna reach forward wherever this hand lands. You're gonna bring it onto your shin. You're gonna glance at your right thumb. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then exhale, you're just gonna lift back up. We're gonna rotate this left foot in towards the center of the room. You're gonna rotate this right foot towards the back of the room. Maybe bring those back toes in a little bit. Arms are gonna come nice and strong. Again, push the big toe mound. So either lifting this quad or keep a gentle bend to that knee. Either option is okay, just keeping that knee safe. Right hand's gonna come on to that shin. You're gonna glance at that left thumb. Take one more nice deep breath in here, and then exhale, lift all the way back up. Rotate both feet in. You're gonna come into a wide-legged stance. And then from here, I'm just gonna have you bring your hands onto your hips for a moment. You're gonna draw your shoulder blades back. Edges of your feet are gonna be even with the side edges of your mat. And then fold forward. If you can bring your hands down, that is great. Just let your head relax. Take a breath or two here. And then you're slowly gonna lift up. You're gonna walk your hands over to the left. You're gonna rotate those toes out towards the corner edge of your mat. So this back foot is gonna be straight and even. You're gonna use your left forearm on the inside of your left leg. And you're gonna like open this hip up, basically keeping this knee stacked directly over top of that ankle. Taking a couple nice deep breaths in here. Take one more nice deep breath in. And then exhale, you're gonna lift back up. You're gonna walk back over to the opposite side, rotate that right foot out. Same thing. So this knee wants to roll in. You're gonna open it up by using this elbow to hold it open. And take a couple breaths. Take one more nice deep breath in. And then exhale, walk your hands back over to the opposite side. You're gonna come to that same position. And then we're gonna increase it a little bit. It feels a little scary sometimes coming down to the ground in this pose, but you're gonna come on to the ball of your left toes, lifting your heel up, and then extend that right leg up towards the ceiling. So using both your hands to support you. Just take a couple breaths. Take one more nice deep breath in, and then exhale, walk over to the opposite side. Same thing, right toes are gonna be in alignment. You can start off here, coming on to that ball toe mound, rotating that left leg up. Using your hands to support you, still try to relax your traps a little bit. Big adductor stretch. Take one more nice deep breath in. And then exhale, lift back up. Just walk your feet in. You're gonna wanna maybe shake them out a little bit. And then we're gonna add a tree pose in here. It's a little bit higher this time. So stepping into your right leg. So either bring your foot on the inside of your calf or bring this left foot to the inside of your right thigh. And then you're gonna kind of glue that foot into your thigh, lifting up nice and tall. Again, extending up to that crown of your head, relaxing your shoulders. Try to find one spot to focus on. Take a breath in, release that left foot down, press right away into that left foot, slide that right foot either onto your calf or all the way up onto your inner thigh, so never on your knee. You don't want to push on your knee. Try to rotate your hip points forward. Couple breaths. Inhale, exhale, release. So we're just gonna come down onto the floor. You're gonna make your way onto the floor. So we're gonna start off, maybe have your blanket handy. So you might need to prop it. So Kevin, I'm gonna have you prop it. We're gonna take a wide-legged forward fold. So if your hips can't stand directly up, you use that blanket right underneath your hips, basically so you can rotate your hip points forward. It's gonna allow you to fold forward a little more. And then you're gonna try to relax, walking your hands out to where they feel comfortable. You probably don't want to see me come all the way forward to the ground, but that's okay. Take a couple breaths, relax your shoulders. Breathe into your inner thighs. It's gonna be quite an intense stretch, so this is where you're really gonna focus on your breath, trying to allow yourself to relax. Inhale, and then exhale, release, walking your hands back. You can move that blanket, slide your legs together. You're gonna come back onto your back. We're gonna cross your right leg right over top of your left knee. Then you're gonna lift your feet up towards the ceiling, maybe holding on to your ankles. And then what you do is you're gonna draw your shins away from you, pulling your shoulder blades down onto the mat. This is gonna give you a nice stretch in your piriformis. Relax your face, relax your shoulders. Just breathe into where you feel that sensation. Again, always knowing that you don't have to go that far to be getting a benefit from the different stretches. Just go to where you feel comfortable, not trying to push it too far. Take another breath in, and then exhale, release those legs, cross the left one over top of the right. You do the same thing. Try to really hook it. So try to slide this leg over a little bit more, and then hold on to those ankles or your shins. Again, drawing them apart. Do you feel that nice stretch? Relax your shoulders, maybe close your eyes. Take a couple more breaths. Inhale, and then exhale, release. Just hug your knees toward your chest, maybe rolling yourself all the way up, and then roll all the way back down. Just take your legs nice and long. Let your feet roll out. Take your arms to your sides, palms facing up. Try to close your eyes and finish off by laying here try to lay here for like a minute. Maybe stay to up to 5. Trying to really allow your body to absorb the practice. And thanks for joining me today.